Great. G'day everyone. Due to popular request from Seattle, we're going to translate the experiment that we did on exponential growth, and we're going to do this experiment with a little helper of mine. And the story goes to the following. It's quite a well-known story of how about the invention of chess. And apparently there was a very smart person that came up with this, and they went to the Chinese emperor and showed them this fantastic game. And the emperor was so impressed and said, "Oh, look, I'll offer you anything, lots of gold and all this sort of stuff." And the inventor said, what I would like is something very, very simple. All I would like is on the first chessboard, we're going to put one, I've got some rice here, just some ordinary sushi rice, or risotto rice or something like that, I'm not too sure exactly. I'm going to put 1 grain of rice on the first one. Now, we'll do a bit of a swap of the video. And then we're going to put 2 grains of rice on the next one. And 4 grains of rice on the next one, and so on. Each time we're going to be doubling up. And the nice thing here is we've got 64 squares, 8 by 8. So I'm going to see whether we've got enough rice to fill in the entire board. And so the king, or the emperor, sent his advisors away to go and do this, and said that the inventor should sort of come back and we'll get his prize for inventing chess. And we'll now make a bit of a pause. Okay, so we've managed to fill out the first 8 squares now, and we're starting to run out of room, and it's starting to take ages because now we've got 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128 rice grains. But to make things a little bit faster, what we decided to do is maybe we use a set of weighing scales and a cup. Okay, so the cup, we can set this to 0. All right. And then what we're going to do is I need my helper to hold the cup, and we're going to slide it underneath, and then we're going to put these rice grains, here we are, go like that, yep, rice grains in, just the ones from the last square, yep, that's it. Super. And we can maybe weigh them, and this way we don't have to count them anymore, which would be nice. Okay, let's. Oh, how much are you putting in? We wanted 6.
34.
32, or? 23, 32. Yeah, it's a little bit too much, but that's all right. Well, it's approximately right. We'll fill the next one in. Oh, I don't know whether it's going to work. Oh yeah, now we see what the problem is. We've only got to this one here. And so we have the issue, and this is what the king noticed. After a week, the inventor came back and said, I haven't got my delivery yet of all my rice. And the king asked the advisors, who was quite angry, and they came back and they said, "Oh, we've got about halfway through the chessboard, and all of the rice in the kingdom is gone." Maybe you can hold it. There you go. And all of the rice in the kingdom has gone. And the king realised the inventor had played a trick, and then ordered the inventor to go to prison, and so he wouldn't have to pay it. So here you get an idea of the quickness of exponential growth, being illustrated here with rice grains on a chessboard. Excuse me, hay fever, not anything else. And so if you can do a very simple calculation, and you take 2 to the power of 63, being 1 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 63 times, and you multiply that by the weight of a rice grain, which is I think around about 0.02 roughly of a gram, you start ending up with about 10 to the 17 kilograms, which is getting in the similar sort of scale as the size of as the mass of the moon. So you can see that the massive growth that occurs due to exponential growth. And even with the rice in the house here, we wouldn't make it past the middle of the second row, and probably the rice in Salzburg wouldn't make it past the third row. With that, I wish you all the best. Stay healthy and safe, and goodbye.